EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action. Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Mayfield to throw it. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. James Pierce in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Throw left side, there's London. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
13 yards on
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run. Here comes a rookie from Michigan State. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3. The tight end in motion right. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 4 yards.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 45-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Nico Remigio deep for KC. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. The Falcons send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Cousins. He finds Mooney here on the comeback route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's
a gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd down and a yard. Cousins to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Carter. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Carter. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two yards left on second down from the 9. Carter once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Carter. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. A quick pass out to Juju. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing, Cousins. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Cousins now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Falcons, first down.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
the sideline and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Henry running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking to put a drive together. In motion goes the tight end. Now Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Throwing is Cousins. Throw right side complete to Carter. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. Fourth down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
Now Cousins. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here now, 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And the first down, Chiefs.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get this down over to about the 46. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Now 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 15. First down, Chiefs.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.